Joe Kouracos, I have seen a number of gardens in my life, nothing like this. I don't think I've ever seen anything like what you have, not only in your backyard, but your front yard. But this didn't happen all by itself. You didn't just move here and here you had this beautiful garden. How did it happen?
Well, yeah, that certainly did not happen. When we bought the lot, we fell in love with the big trees, and everything else was honeysuckle and buckthorn. And we actually had no idea what we had here until later when we started cutting it down and things started appearing out of the ground.
What kind of plants popped up, did you see?
Well, we had a lot of native plants. There were green dragons, and which we'd never seen before. We had to buy a book and look up what things were. Jack in the pulpits.
Trout lily?
Oh, trout lily was definitely, and that's something that actually apparently has to be there a long, long time to flower. And so it apparently been here, but it just been recessed. We basically respected the topography, even though we actually frankly didn't really know that's what we were doing at the time. It just sort of turned out that way. But because we did that, everything turned out perfectly. The water just leaves instead of pooling.
All right, I have to ask you, because it's such a magnificent space and there's a lot here, how much time, how much effort does it take to maintain this?
Well, in the beginning it was a lot. And now we've kind of reached the point where it's not as much as you would think. It's manageable now.
Well, I'll tell you what we should do. Let's have Jennifer grab Jim and take a tour of some of the areas here and point out some of the wonderful plants that you have.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay, great.
Boy, we're right in the middle of this beautiful combination of natives and non-natives that you have woven together to make this beautiful tapestry. Would you point out your favorites?
I think probably my favorite, especially for the leaf itself as well as the flower, is the bloodroot. And I love the way that the Solomon seals kind of come up over the bloodroot, and in the fall we'll get the red berries from those, as well as the white tufts now. It's very enjoyable to see everything happening.
One of my favorites are the trilliums, and you've got such a collection of trilliums, especially behind you, the beautiful yellow.
Right.
Incredible. And then what's the wonderful plant next to it that has that nice head, you know, the flower on that?
Well, we've got a great Jack in the Pulpit here, and the Jack in the Pulpits are distributed because of the height.
And then what are the white ones that have the flowers coming up over that hosta?
That's water leaf. Sometimes it can be a little on the aggressive side, but in a big area like this, it tends to find its own place. We feel.
I love the combination with it. Tell us how you wove this together.
I wish I could tell you I wove it together, but we're looking at Mother Nature's bouquet, okay? The weaving of those plants are really her doing. We're just stewards, and we'll let the plants kind of migrate to where they have their best showing.
That's what I love about perennials. You just set them out and then let them do their magic. So you have certainly done great magic with this garden. This has been a delight. Thank you so much for letting us, visit here.
Well, thank you for enjoying it with us.
Coming up today, we're going to take a fresh take on a Greek salad using some fresh watermelon from the garden or from the market.